All right, everyone. How we doing? We're back. High Octane Podcast. I'm your host, Bob. Let's go. Okay, so like I said, High Octane Podcast. I'm your host, Bob. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing it in that order. I'm just kind of trying it out. But I'm back alone again. I was supposed to have George come on, but he flaked, and I'm done asking, so you probably won't see him anymore. Anyway, it is what it is. But like I said in the description of this video, we're going to do another list. I need to pull them up, actually. Hang on one second. With me, I I wasn't prepared too well because traffic sucked. So I was in a bit of a hurry and wasn't overly prepared for this one. I have the list on my phone, but can't use my phone because I can't show you the cars on my phone. All right, so this is, I guess, going to be from the American version of Top Gear. No, this is the BBC, the new, shittier version of the original Top Gear over in Brittown. All right, best and worst movie cars is what we're going to be talking about. These because it's kind of a shit list. But we'll use it. I'll find another list here too. I guess while I'm doing this, I can do the what am I drinking thing real fast. So while I'm doing this, I'm gonna do what am I drinking. So here we go. Okay, let's see. What am I drinking this week? I have something new. I picked up something new yesterday. I didn't want to keep doing the same thing because that would get boring. I'm drinking Widow Jane. It's actually a pretty cool name. It's out of Brooklyn, New York. So my New Yorker people out there, shout out. This is a whiskey. It's made from a rye mash aged in American oak. And let's see, it is 91 proof, 45.5%. It's okay. It's not the best rye I've ever had. But it's fine. It was a little on the more expensive side compared to like the Sazerac that I really like. Good drive. All right, I'm still working on another list here. Let me see. Let's see. The auto channel. Here's the list here. Let's see what we got. This is another shit list. Just doesn't even have pictures. Like, what the hell, man? None of these lists are worth a damn. Hang on. Bear with me here, guys. Bear with me. 10 top 10. All right. Cars.com has the top 10 worst. And still no pictures. Like, why are we not including pictures here, folks? Like, what the hell? I don't get it. Like, there's one picture. Okay, no. There's a list of them, and they're all have pictures. Nope, there's just 7 pictures of a piece of shit Jeep from Batman versus Superman. It's not really even a movie car. It was just a car that was in the movie. That's dumb. Yeah, this is stupid. Let me see here. Bear with me here, guys. I'm trying. Ever? Maybe search that. This is another Top Gear list. I already have that one. Get off my screen. That's cars.com. Same list. Okay. Worst. 20 worst. Okay. This is one of the lists I have on my phone. We're going to use this one, I think. Yes. This one has all the pictures. Okay. And then best. I need best. Best. No, not best car movies. Best cars from movies. Here we go. All right. Let's just do 10 best. Okay, they do have pictures. All right, perfect. These are the two lists that we're going to use. All right. I got them, buddy. I got them. Screw you, Top Gear. Your list sucks. Okay. So, like I said, best and worst movie cars is what we're going to be talking about this week. I have not seen these lists. I try to kind of keep myself in the dark too, so I'm as surprised as you. We're going to start with the worst because there's 20 of them, and that will take longer, more than likely. So I'll probably agree with a lot of them. All right, let me get the screen share thing going so you guys can see what I'm talking about. One moment. Share screen. Okay, can you guys? Yeah, you guys can see that just fine. I'm small. It's big. All right, let me move it around so I can see it a little bit better. Okay, so these are the 20 worst movie cars by hotcars.com. This is their opinion. We'll probably agree with some of them, if not all. Death Race 2000 is the number 20 worst car in their opinion. This is probably looks like it's based on a Vette. Let's see. What does it say? I've never seen this movie. Needless to say, because if this is the main movie car and the movie it's a shit movie. This does not say what this car is based off, but I want to say of that. That's what it looks like. It's very strange. It's like a dragon-looking thing with a bunch of teeth. So yeah, whoever came up with this one, oof, that's pretty bad. Yeah, no, I don't know what they were thinking here. It's not intimidating at all. Kind of like dinosaur dragony, really weird. I bet it sounds good though with that giant blower in the mid section of it. I have got to do something here real quick. There's something in the background that does not belong to me, and it should not be. Should not be there. Hang on 1 second. Figure out what the hell it is. Why it is there. All right, let's get rid of that. All right, there it is. Okay. All right, back to the list. Okay, that's number 20. It's pretty ugly, shitty. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they were thinking. Death Race 2000. So let's not do that. Of course, it is a David Carradine, Sylvester Stallone farce of a movie. So yeah, that pretty much explains itself. But yeah. All right. So the Italian Job, the original, they had a bunch of minis. I like the movie overall. It was pretty good. The ending was shit, like total shit. I won't spoil it for you if you've never seen the movie, but the ending is garbage. And like I said, there's just a bunch of like regular, like the original minis running around England or wherever the hell this film was set in. Like I said, I have seen it. It's a good movie overall. The remake was good too. They had a bunch of minis in it, modern minis, obviously. So that was a kind of a nod to the original. I wouldn't call these bad movie cars. They're nothing so overly spectacularly special, but I wouldn't call them bad movie cars. I don't know. I don't necessarily agree or disagree with this one. I'm kind of neutral on it, but Oh, overall good movie. Um, yeah, I don't. I actually quite like the original minis. I like the newer minis too, but when I bought before I bought the Camaro, I drove one and it was a piece of junk. Had a bad transmission, and yeah, it was just bad. Um, but I've driven other ones that were pretty legit, quick. Uh, so yeah, I don't know. I've never driven an original Mini. I don't know that I could fit in one, honestly, because they are tiny. Uh, so I don't know. Like I said, I'm neutral on this one. I don't think it's good or bad. So I don't know. But the movie itself, yeah, good. Okay, I don't know what I don't know what car they're talking about from Gone in 60 Seconds. Let me read here just a minute. Um, Nicholas Cage, blah blah blah. I can't. No, I don't agree with that. What the hell move? What the hell car from Gone in 60 Seconds are they calling a bad movie car? I don't. It doesn't say. Um, I don't. Hang on. I'm trying to read here. It doesn't say what car they're talking about. So, um, I don't know why this is on this list. This does not make sense. It's like, are you talking about the whole movie being bad? Um, I don't understand because if you're talking about the entire movie being bad, you're 100% incorrect. Um, and if you're talking about the main car in the movie, the star car, you're again 100% incorrect. Uh, Stallone was Machine Gun Joe. I I've never seen the movie, so I can't. I mean, I can't even comment on that movie. So I've never seen it. I've seen the original. I've seen the Death Race with Jason Statham in it. That's the only Death Race I've seen. So I don't know. I can't comment or anything like that. But I don't know. I don't really understand what they're talking about here with Gone to 60 Seconds. They're not focusing on one car. They don't even mention a car in the description after this is even a thing. So um I don't agree with this being on the list at all because the cars are insane, all of them in the movie. I can't even think of one that was not worth a damn, except for the Shelby that Kip bought Randall at the end of the movie. That car was shit, but it was in the movie for like 2 minutes, so we can't even talk about that. This is weird. I'm gonna move on. Herbie fully loaded. I obviously did not see this because Lindsay Lohan sucks. Volkswagen Beetles suck, and I didn't like the original Herbie, so suck. Death Race 2000 was a lot older. Okay, well that explains it. Have not seen it. I have no interest in seeing it if that's the movie car. This one's pretty self-explanatory. If you've seen the original Herbie, you know what Herbie fully loaded is. It's just a modern rendition, I guess you could call it, of Herbie. Like I said, Lindsay Lohan sucks. Her career's in the shitter. She's broke. She's I don't know, whatever. Uh, and like I said, the Volkswagen Beetle is a pile of shit. Always has been. Never liked it. Obviously, you can do things to it to make it better, but like I said, the Herbie movies were never good. Um, I agree with this one 100%. You can't, I don't know, you just can't make a good movie with a Volkswagen Beetle. Sorry, not sorry, but Beetle fans. I don't care if you like that or not. You can argue with me all you want. I don't like them. I don't like Lindsay Lohan. I don't like Herbie. So this one belongs on this list for sure. And maybe it actually could be probably a little bit higher. Um, Black Moon Rising. I've never seen this. It's a Tommy Lee Jones movie, obviously. Um, doesn't even show the car. I'm gonna have to look it up. Let me see if I can find it. Black Moon Rising car images. Oh, okay. This isn't obviously not a real car. This is it. This is the movie car. Not based on probably anything. Uh, in the let me see here in this article. Um, so it's a prototype, obviously. And in I guess in the movie it would reach 325 miles an hour, which obviously is 100% not physically possible. Um, especially back when this movie was filmed, which was probably early to mid 80s. I can only speculate. Lives in Dubai now. She's not too broke. Well, that doesn't really necessarily mean anything, but yeah, she's probably not overly broke. She's probably banging a sheik that is like a sugar daddy, so she's probably still broke, but he's not. Um, like I said, I've never seen this movie. That car's terribly bad looking. Obviously, it's supposed to be futuristic. It has elements that I've seen in other vehicles, like real life. Has that goofy Aston Martin looking front end on it. I don't know, some weird shit. But it's pretty ugly. I do agree with this one also. And, claiming that a car in the 80s could get 325 miles an hour, that was ballsy. Um, oh, it apparently runs on tap water. So that's another thing. Interesting. Tommy Lee Jones, Linda Hamilton, like I say, this one's just weird. And what is this website? Hotcars.com. Next time, maybe put a picture of the car up, not Tommy Lee Jones, because we're talking about the cars, not the actors. So yeah, let's do that next time. Anyway, Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift is the next one that we are going to talk about. I need to find out which car they're talking about. I liked this movie. I was actually thoroughly entertained by it. I liked it better than Too Fast, Too Furious. It was just more entertaining. It was it was a little less corny than Too Fast, Too Furious. Too Fast, Too Furious. Yeah, that was when they introduced Tyrese for the first time, and he was supposed to be a hard ass, and he kind of de-evolved as the movies went on and turned into a little sissy. Not wanting to do much, not much of a risk taker, blah blah blah. But I don't know. I think this is another Gone in 60 Seconds thing. They're not really talking about any one vehicle. I think they're talking about the movie in general. And I disagree with this again. There were a lot of cool cars in this movie too. Excluding little Bow Wow's little whatever the hell Scion Hulkmobile that was goofy and weird. But all the drifting vehicles, like the main movie cars, those were all really cool. Especially Han's RX-7, that thing was sick with the Veilside body kit and all that. Ejecto-Cedo, cuz yeah, exactly. Um, that was actually really funny. I didn't dislike Too Fast Too Furious. I just like Tokyo Drift better. But that was one of the funnier parts of that movie. And Tyrese did fine in the movie. I'm not saying he's a shit actor, but I don't know. His character just kind of devolved as the movies went on, and he's kind of like, I don't know, like the comic relief, if you will, kind of the I'll do it, but I don't want to do it guy. Even Ludacris is kind of like progressed in his character, and even like in the last movie, he was doing a lot of ass kicking. So I like his character. But I think this is another one where they're talking about like the movie in general, and I just definitely disagree with that one. All the cars, like I said, minus Bow Wow's little green machine, they were all really cool. Even the Mustang with the Nissan four banger under the hood at the end of the movie, it was a cool car too. So disagree with this one, 100%. Getaway, Ethan Hawke, and I don't know, is that Selena Gomez? That is Selena Gomez. I've not seen this movie. I've actually never even heard of it. Obviously, they're in a Shelby. I'm assuming it's an older Shelby. As far as from this picture, there's another shit picture. This list is not good with pictures. All right, I'm gonna have to look this up too. Uh, let's see. Getaway movie car. Okay, it is a newer Shelby. It's not the newest Shelby. This is probably mid-teens Shelby Super Snake. Pretty legit car. I wouldn't call this a bad movie car. For a Mustang. Um, I don't know where they're getting this from. If you're gonna get a Shelby, you want a Super Snake or a King Road or the like. And I believe that's what this is. So I don't know where they're getting that from. Everyone knows I'm not a super huge Mustang fan, so me saying that this isn't a bad movie car, that that speaks pretty loudly for me to say this is not a bad movie car. The movie itself might be pretty bad because I don't like Ethan Hawke and Selena Gomez isn't a fucking actress, but uh, the car itself, no, I don't think I agree with that. Um, So I think a lot of these they're basing it they're talking about the movie itself and it's kind of silly. So I don't this list is kind of weird. But I'm gonna go ahead and go with it because we're already 6 cars in and I really don't care. I'll just Google if they don't have a good picture and then I'll bash their opinion because their opinion sucks. Not a few of these so far. It's a Shelby Super Snake, King Road, whatever the hell it is. And I believe that this one they're bashing the movie, not the car. So we're gonna move on. And Grease is not a car movie. Um, the focus wasn't on any like a car. It's a freaking High School Musical, which I like. Grease. I'll admit it. I like the movie. Fight me if you want. I don't care. I like the movie. Uh, had a good cast. I don't like musicals traditionally because they're all annoying. But I like Grease, so get over it. I'm gonna show you the car. This is the Grease car, right? Oh, no, I don't want to open up a damn new um, thing. Well, this one right here, you can see my little hand pointer. This is the main Grease car that they built in the movie to race this car down Thunder Road. I think it was. I think that was what it was called. Uh, so yeah, this is the main car, Kanicki's car, and Danny Zuko, John Travolta was the one that ended up driving it. Um, so I had a few different ones that were pretty nice in the movie, but those were the two main ones. This was the one that showed up at the end where they flew off in, which was really weird. As we all know, cars don't fly yet. Um, that's coming. Uh, Even though we can't drive cars, we're going to be flying them soon. So that's going to be a disaster. But like I say, those are the main Grease movie cars. These should not be on this list either. They're pretty cool cars. They're not the best, obviously, but they're pretty cool. And honestly, I really think that this list is bashing the movies more than the cars, which is kind of weird. But um, we're gonna bash their opinion because yeah, that's what I do, and I don't care. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna continue to do. Damn it. Grease was a good movie. Cars were pretty cool. Um, so yeah, screw your asshole opinion on that one. Okay, this one, I'm kind of on board with them bashing the movie because this movie was really subpar acting wise. Had some really cool cars in it. I actually own this movie because I'm a weirdo. Redline. I believe this was it was '07. Um, it's just a bad movie. It was kind of like Need for Speed brought to life, which they did do a Need for Speed movie. It was bad too. Um, but overall, it had some really nice cars in it. It had the Ferrari Enzo. I'm talking about Redline. Had the Enzo. Had a Carrera GT. Had two Koenigsegg's at the or no, had a one Koenigsegg at the end of the movie. Um, What else did it have? It had all kinds of different stuff. So I mean, it had all the exotic stuff, and um, but I will agree with this. Movie's terrible. They consider it an imitation of the original Fast and Furious movie. I don't agree with that because it's not illegal street racing. This is rich people organizing street racing legally, shutting down roads, or like they race on an airstrip at one point. So I mean they're legally racing, but yeah, it is a bad movie. I 100% agree. Shame on Eddie Griffin for even being a part of it, but the main actress chick was hot, like ridiculous hot. Uh, so if you are a weirdo, have you ever watched the movie Grand Prix or Le Mans? Great actors in great racing movies. Actually, I have not. Not seen either one of those. I'm not even sure who you are, but those are. I'll check those out if they're good movies with great actors. Yeah, I'll check them out. Absolutely, that's a good recommendation. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna write those down as soon as we get done. Um, and welcome, because like I said, I don't know who you are, but thank you for the suggestion. Um, and I am a weirdo, so I'll watch them. But like I say, this movie's terrible. Good cars, like cool cars. But yeah, bad movie. Super bad movie. Ridiculously bad movie. Kill Dozer. Never even heard of it. Obviously, never seen it. Don't plan to, because the name is dumb by itself. This is probably, huh? Kill Dozer. Have you ever heard of that?
No, but it's based on a true story.
I've not heard of it either.
It was based on a murder spree.
Well, it's probably. Is it like on the lines of like Christine, like a?
No, it's true story.
Oh, okay.
The guy built a bulletproof bulldozer and wreaked mayhem on his town.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, look it up.
Film release based on the exceptional novella by legendary science writer, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, my boy over here says this is based on a true story.
True events.
True events, inspired by whatever you want to call it. It's apparently a bulletproof bulldozer, and this guy just caused mayhem and death all over the place. I did not know about this. I've never heard of it. It's a bulldozer, so I'm not even going to look it up. Everyone should know what a bulldozer looks like. If you don't, Google it yourself, because I'm not wasting my time. Sounds, I mean, based on true events. Okay, that's actually, okay, fine. But yeah, I'm not going to dwell on it at all. It's a psychopath that killed people with a bulldozer. There you go. Okay. Dukes of Hazzard, the movie. Obviously, this was far after the show. I've seen the movie. I was never a huge fan of the show. I have seen the movie. I like the whole cast was really good. It's casted pretty perfectly. It was an okay comical movie. I don't know. The Duke boys themselves, the casting could have been better, I think. But overall, the movie was fine. Obviously, Dodge Charger, the generally, sadly, wasn't going to cut it in the long run. What the hell does that mean? Whatever. They brought the original old Dodge Charger back. They didn't use like a new Challenger, or they didn't try to like modernize an old Charger for the movie. So I respect the shit out of that. It's a good car for the movie. Movie was okay. Like I said, it was entertaining. Jessica Simpson and Daisy Dukes. You can't go wrong there. Obviously, what's his fucking face over here? I can't remember his damn. I'm drawing a blank on his fucking name. Shit. Oh, what the hell's his name? Who the hell cares? I'll remember it shortly. I can't remember his damn name, but good movie, good car. Yeah, this one should not be on this list at all. 200 miles per hour. Never heard of it. Apparently, it is a Fast and Furious knockoff, which there have been a lot of. I can already tell from this picture alone, this is a shit movie. But we're gonna find some of the movie cars that were in it. 200 mpg or mph movie cars. All right, let's see what we got here. Images. Just some slightly modified rice mobiles. Cast looks shitty. And who knows if all these pictures are of cars in the movie. Yeah, probably just a very, very cheap sleeping male cow. That's a bulldozer. Oh, shut up. Good Lord. That's a bad dad joke, Chris. That's what that is. I've not seen this movie either. Them calling it a Fast and Furious knockoff. I don't want to see it. I have absolutely no. This particular film was considered a mockbuster of Fast Five. One of the worst Fast movies that they made was Fast Five, and if they're trying to knock that one off, I definitely don't want to see it. That's why I came here. All right, well, you can continue with your dad jokes and making me laugh. So them bashing this movie is probably warranted. We're gonna move on. Corvette Summer. Oh my god, I've seen this car before. It is absolutely terrible. It is based on a Corvette. Obviously, it's a third-gen Corvette. Mark Hamill was in this movie apparently, and apparently he was really good in it. I've not seen it. I don't really desire to because this car is awful looking. Finally, they talk about a movie with a good picture of the movie car, and it's just bad. Like, holy crap, it's bad. And I love Corvettes. Everyone knows that. This is not good. Like, yeesh. I don't know what the hell's going on with the hood. I don't know what they did with the front end. It's just not executed very well. Those flames are like the fruitiest, gayest flames I think I've ever. They're flaming flames, okay? They're freaking gay. Hope the Wraith isn't on this list. It might be on one of these lists. I'm not sure. It's probably on this list though, because that movie car is garbage. I've never seen the movie, but I know the car, so it's probably going to be on this list. Like I said, I've never seen this movie. I do not want to. I like Mark Hamill, but this is garbage. This is just not screen worthy. No, it's bad, bad. No, awful. Nope. All right, Wheels of Terror. Never heard of it. I don't know. It's not a very good picture. That looks like some kind of Mopar Dodge, maybe. I don't know. Let me see if it's in. Okay, it's a Dodge Challenge. It's a Dodge Charger, modified, obviously, not highly modified, but it is modified. Because that's not what a Charger looked like. I have no idea what this movie's about. I don't know if it's good, bad, what. The old Charger is nice. It's cool. I've never seen the movie The Wraith, so I don't know. I probably need to make a list of good or bad car movies and watch them. I don't know. Never seen it, but let me know where I can watch it, and I'll sit down and watch it. If I need to rent it, buy it, whatever, I don't. I'll watch any car movie. Yeah, I don't care, even if it's boring. Like the what the hell? The original. What the hell did my dad say? If you wanted to go to sleep, if you wanted to fall asleep watching a movie, I think it was the original Gone in 60 Seconds. I think he said. He said it was like super duper boring. But anyway, this is a slightly modified Dodge Charger. I can't talk shit about a Charger, especially the originals. Like I have not seen the movie, so I can't say anything about it. Good evening, all. Facebook user, who are you? I don't know who you are. Cheesy, but I dig it. I've seen stills. Just looking at the car, it looks cheesy. So yeah, I could see that. Facebook user, who are you? And welcome. I don't know who you are because I can't see your name. Wheels of Terror sounds cheesy garbage. This looks like 70s. I can't tell from the picture. Copyright, blah, blah, blah. Nope, that's 60s. So it's probably even worse. But it is what it is. Cool car, probably shitty movie. So we're going to move on. Monolith, never heard of it. Again, safest car ever conceived is now the ultimate death trap. Don't Just a bad picture of it. It is an SUV, obviously. So we're going to look it up. Let's see. Monolith. Monolith movie car. Okay, what is this? Is probably okay. This is a Ford Explorer, highly modified for this stupid movie. That's what I get from it anyway. That's what it looks like. Yeah, Ford Explorer as Monolith. Thank you, thank you. I freaking called it. It's ugly as shit. Wolf. I don't know. Wolf. Who is Wolf? I don't know who you are, Wolf, but welcome. Feel free to comment on whatever you like. Polishing a turd. Absolutely correct, sir. The new Explorers are garbage. I know the cops use them. They're shitty. They're ugly. This thing is just weird all around. Like, look at this shit. The wheel, like those covers for the wheels are weird. There's no grill. Obviously, doesn't need a grill. It's not. I don't know. It's just weird. This deserves to be on this list. It's absolute garbage. A modified Explorer, for fuck's sake. Come on. I mean, let's be real. And what's so safe about it? What's supposed to be so safe? Like, I guess I need to. Okay. Let's see. Uh, senses danger, locks all doors, blah blah blah. Is it bulletproof? Like what the hell? It's supposed to be safe. I want that shit to be bulletproof. Stupid. Um, yeah, that's really dumb. We're not going to dwell on it because it's just a modified Explorer, and it's ugly. And apparently, it is a death trap in this stupid movie that no one's ever heard of. Oh, Need for Speed! I mentioned this just a minute ago. And honestly, it's kind of a shame because dude from Breaking Bad is in it. I can't remember his damn name currently. Yeah, I can't remember his name. Good actor, but this movie's absolute shit. Really, really cool cars. Couple Koenigsegg's. There's a Sesto Elemento, Bugatti, all kinds of cool shit in this movie. Michael Keaton's in it. Just a bad movie. Anytime, literally, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say literally anytime they try to make Aaron Paul. Thank you, sir. Dan knows me. I've been going through a lot and laying low. Tell Dan and Ace that Wolf says hi. Okay. I don't talk to either one of them anymore, but Chris, you can go ahead and do that. Yes, Aaron Paul. Thank you, sir. That's his name. But like I was saying, anytime they make a live action movie out of a video game, it's probably going to be shit. Because every single one of them that I've seen up until this point has been shit. Now, I will say that the newest Mortal Kombat was not complete shit, but it still wasn't great. That's the best I can say about it. But this one, poor attempt at a video game live action movie. All I can say. Cool cars though. Like a lot of them. Yeah, that Sesto Elemento is insane. The Koenigsegg's that they wreck, it just hurts my heart. The Bugatti, the Veyron Super Sport is super nice. Yeah, so shit movie, good cars should not be on this list. This movie is just called The Car. It looks very, very low budget, very, very just cheesy, shitty. The car in the movie is the 1971 Lincoln Mark III. Obviously, it says it right there. So we're going to look up Lincoln Mark III. Lincoln Mark III. 71 to be specific. 71 Lincoln Mark III. It's a boat, 2 doors. Not a bad looking car. It's not a Cadillac. Sorry. Not sorry at all, actually. Chris, thanks. I was just dropping in to say, hey, if I can do that for you. All right. Y'all take care of that. Like I say, not a bad car, not a Cadillac. Let me actually look at the car itself from the movie. Okay, this one's been modified. All right. Pretty dramatically, actually. This is the car from the movie. It's very ugly. This is not a good. What can I say? George Barris did this. He should be embarrassed. Holy crap, that's ugly. George Barris did the original Batmobile, and that was a masterpiece, even though it was a piece of shit. Functionally, it was a good-looking vehicle, but functionally, it fell apart constantly. So, but this is George Barris. Shame on you, bruh. This is garbage. Not a good-looking vehicle at all. But what can you do? We're not all winners when everything that we do. So this is a George Barris flop. The car. All right, moving on. Ugly junk. All right, another entire movie destroyed by this list. Fast and Furious 7. I think this is the last. Is this the last one that Paul Walker was in, or was that 8? Was it 7? All right, this is the last one that Paul Walker was in. So I can't 100% agree with this being on the list. Still had cool cars in it, and that's ultimately what we're talking about. This list is annoying because they're talking about movies instead of cars that were in said movies. I don't know, kind of annoying. I don't remember all the cars in this movie. Obviously, there's just been too freaking many of them. Okay, yeah. This is he died during the filming of this movie. Had to get his brother to finish it. Blah blah blah. Let me see. Fast 7 cars. Okay, this. I don't think. I don't remember. This could have been the one that was in Dubai. I don't think it was, but it could have been. Huh? It was it? All right, this was the one that they went to Dubai in with the Lycan Hypersport. Some other crazy shit. This 4-wheel drive Camaro, I guess, was in it. I don't know. Weird stuff. This Challenger with the giant brush guard. I don't know, some weird stuff. All good stuff though. So this shouldn't even be mentioned on this list. It's this, like I said, this list is stupid. I don't like this list. I thought it was going to be a better list. They're bashing the movies, they're not bashing the cars, and that's kind of like not what we're talking about here. But Kart Racer. All right, this is a Randy Quaid movie. I've never even heard of it. Randy Quaid is funny, subpar actor, best known for the National Lampoon's Vacations movies. Obviously, this movie's centered around go-kart racing, so doesn't make any sense to why this movie's on here, unless it progresses to car racing. I don't have any idea. I've never seen it, as I said. So we're not going to dwell on it. It's fucking stupid. Van Nuys Boulevard. This is old, obviously. Anyone in it that I know? Nope. I think I've heard of Cynthia Wood. Maybe. Not sure. From this movie poster, it looks like the main movie car is a T-Bucket. 30s Ford T-Bucket, maybe. Cool car. Looks like a very cheesy, low-budget film. Yeah, this list sucks. I'm sorry about that. I thought this list was actually about movie Cars. Let me go up and see what the hell the title of it is, actually. Okay, worst car movies of all time. That's on me. My bad. But it worked. I mean, I made it work. I made it work, bro. All the movies had to do with cars, and I talked about the main movie Cars, so I made it work. All right. That's gonna do it for the worst car movies. I screwed that up a little bit, but now we're gonna get into some good stuff. Hopefully, anyway. I'm probably not gonna agree with all of it, which I never do, because I'm a cynical asshole, and I can never agree with everything that is on these lists. Let me do the screen share again. All right, these are the 10 best movie cars, not car movies. So this is according to screenrant.com. So let's see how crappy their opinion is. Let's go. Number 10. Volkswagen Beetle from the Herbie series. We just talked about that. No, not at all. First car you assholes want to talk about. Wrong. Shit car. Shit movie. Bad, bad, bad. Volkswagen Beetles suck. They could be made cool, but stock, no, they suck. They always have, they always will. Thank God they discontinued them again. God, people suck. Volkswagen Beetles suck. I don't care. Fight me. Just look at it. Look at it. Just look at it. I'm going to give you a minute. Just look at it. It sucks. It's ugly. They were junk. It's a Hitler commissioned this vehicle. So that explains everything you need to know. There you go. Moving on. Gran Torino, Starsky and Hutch. Never watched the original series. Never saw the movie. So yeah, I don't dislike the Torino because the movie Gran Torino was fantastic. The Clint Eastwood movie had that just beautiful green Torino in it. Really, really nice car. That one was. This one is a little bit out there, kind of overdone and gaudy, if you will. Just screams, "Look at me! Look at me! Look at me!" I don't know. I don't like it. But like I said, I never saw the show, never watched the movie. Not a huge Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson fan. So yeah, that's kind of why I didn't see it. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, okay. I mean, I don't. I'm neutral on this one too. I don't hate it, don't love it. So yeah, moving on. Gran Torino was a good car for a Ford, if you will. But don't let my dad hear me say that. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. One of my mom's more favorite older movies. Excuse me. I don't even know what kind of car it is. Looks like an old kind of Duesenberg, maybe something along that line. Obviously, it's not because it has like a boat rear end, and no car was shaped like this in the front. And obviously, cars can't fly. I've seen the movie. I was never a huge fan of it. The car's weird. I don't know. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It probably doesn't belong on this list though. It's weird. It's just kind of hard to have an opinion on a car that just doesn't really exist. It's not real. So I don't know. Based on the book of the same name by James Bond author Ian Fleming. So there you go. Oh, it's a musical. That's why I don't care for it. Never mind. We're moving on. Ford Deluxe convertible. Oh, that's the car from Greece. All right. Okay. Well, that's very contradicting lists, because you want to talk about Grease being a bad car movie, and it's not a car movie, but you want to list one of the cars in the movie on a best movie car list. That's very confusing and very contradictory, and you suck. So, yeah, you suck. It is a cool car though. So yeah, that's the one they fly away in at the end. So there you go. I don't know. I like the white one better, the Grease Lightning car. But what can you do? This one's not bad. The fins are a little exaggerated. The paint's kind of weird, but whatever. It's a movie car. It's unrealistic, and they fly away in it. So yeah, there you go. Ectomobile from the Ghostbusters. Absolutely, that car should be on this list. It's a Cadillac for frickin' whatever's sake. And yeah, just look at it. It's a big giant boat Cadillac wagon. And yeah, absolutely, that car deserves to be on this list. Fantastic movie, classic, iconic movie. The remakes, I've not seen any of them. I've heard the most recent remake or sequel or whatever the hell it is wasn't totally bad. The first one that was all chicks, I'm not ever going to watch that because no, not going to do it. But yeah, this car absolutely deserves 100% to be on this list. Beautiful car, nicely done for the movie. I don't know who did the car. Let's see. Huh? Paul Feig did the film. I'm talking about who did the car. It doesn't say who designed the car, but Paul Feig. Huh?
What?
It doesn't say who actually built the car.
I think it was George Barris.
Okay, if Barris did it, if Barris did this, yeah, that makes sense.
If not, he had it put in it.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, Bears did it. That makes perfect sense, and he knocked that one out of the park. All right, Ford Mustang from Bullet. The Mustang, the car itself wasn't anything special. What made it special was Steve McQueen and the car chase that it was in with that. I believe it was a Charger. If you haven't seen this movie, I highly, highly, highly implore you to watch this film just based on the car chase scene. It got voted #1 car chase ever in a movie. Steve McQueen's in the Bullet Mustang following the bad guy in a Charger, and it's actually a really, really good car chase. It lasts minutes. It's not fast, it's not short. It lasts like, I don't remember how long it is, but it lasts a good amount of time. I think the Charger loses like 7 or 8 hubcaps. It's actually pretty funny. But yeah, it's a damn good car, damn good movie. So yeah, check that shit out for real. Good. Yeah, this one deserves to be a little bit higher, I think, in my opinion, actually. But I don't know. It's kind of a like I said, the car itself is kind of basic, bitch. It's just the situation that the car is in and who's driving it is what makes it. So maybe it deserves to be number 5. I don't know. See, this one doesn't make fucking sense either. Mini Cooper, Italian Job. You want to bash the movie, but not the car. It doesn't make sense. List. Another one. Grease, bad movie, good car. Italian Job, bad movie, good car. No, neither are true. Neither one are true. They're both good movies. They're okay cars. So you're contradicting yourself again. The minis are fine. They're fine. And the movie was fine too. Just the ending sucked. The ending was garbage. I will say that. I will concede that fact. I mean, the ending of the original Italian Job is shit. Yes, Toaster MCQ, great car chase, and Steve did do all the driving. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, 100% agreed. Um, and the only other person that I want to say 100% did his own driving was Nicolas Cage in Gone in 60 Seconds. There could have been some stunt driving, but I think he did a lot of it on his own. And kudos to him for that. But this one does not make sense at all. Mini Coopers from the Italian Job, the original and the remake, they're all good, all good. Number 3, DeLorean from the Back to the Future movies, absolutely. Now I've talked shit about the DeLorean before, but you can't talk shit about the Back to the Future DeLorean. It's just so iconic. It's cool. It's a time machine, for fuck's sake. It has a flux capacitor. Come on. You have to hit 88 miles an hour, which was a stretch for the DeLorean. So it's cool. I mean, look at it. Just look at it, people. Cool car. I knew this one was gonna be on the list. It's a cool car. And like Marty McFly says, you made a DeLorean or you made a time machine out of a DeLorean? I mean, why would you? But hey, he did, and it's a cool ass car. So, I've never seen one of the replicas in person. I've seen a couple regular ones. They're cool cars. They really are. And like we talked about last week, they're bringing them back in electric form. And if the picture I saw is legit what they were going to look like, yes, please, I'm on board. Look wise, not the EV part, but this car absolutely 1,000,000% deserves to be on this list. The iconography that this person used, that's an interesting word, but yeah, absolutely deserves it. Okay. Number 2 is the Batmobile, the Michael Keaton Batmobile. In my opinion, the best Batmobile there has been up until possibly the newest Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. And I'm going to probably catch shit for this, but his Batman was okay. It was pretty good. His Bruce Wayne was shit. I will say that. But the Batmobile in that movie was pretty wicked. It's not based on any real car, like the Tumbler Christian Bale Batman. I know there have only been like 2, I think. Yeah, 2 Batmobiles that were based on real life vehicles. The first one was, I think, a Lincoln, or maybe a Lincoln. I don't remember. And then the Tumbler obviously was a military grade vehicle. But all of the other ones were custom made and didn't look like anything for real life at all. And like I said, I think Michael Keaton's Batmobile is probably the coolest Batmobile there has been, followed closely by Pattinson's Batmobile. Obviously, can't give him credit for it because he didn't make it, but he was in the movie. He drove it, so there you go. This one absolutely deserves to be on the list. I really, really enjoyed Michael Keaton as Batman. I really wanted him to continue to do it. And then Val Kilmer took over, which he did fine. Val Kilmer was fine until he kind of just went off the deep end and his career tanked, which sucks because I like Val Kilmer. And I'm not even going to get into George Clooney because his Batman was garbage. But, whatever. No, that's not what we're here to talk about. I'm off on a rant. Good looking Batmobile. Michael Keaton's Batman was the shit. His Bruce Wayne was good. He's one that did both roles really, really well. And his Batmobile fit. Tim Burton, great movies. So yeah. He was actually him and Michael Keaton were in line for a third Batman together, but I don't remember what happened. Something fell through and it just didn't work out, but it's a shame. Oh, yep. Can't argue with this. An Aston Martin DB5. Every single movie that it's in, Absolutely. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous car. Probably one of the best Aston Martins ever made. Not the fastest, not the most reliable, blah, 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 but it is probably one of the most beautiful cars they've ever produced. And they go for over $1 million now. So, I mean, you can't argue. You cannot argue. And obviously, James Bond movies, they made them world famous. I mean, they were obviously already um, popular, if you will, but for non-car people that liked James Bond, were exposed to the Aston Martin DB5, and it got even more exposure, got even more popular, and yeah, absolutely, I 110 quadrillion percent absolutely agree with this. Is it the best ever movie car? I don't know about that. Is it one of the best? Absolutely. Absolutely. Can't argue at all with that fact. I would do just about anything to drive one. Not own one. I don't need to own one because the upkeep and the maintenance and all that bullshit. Just to drive one. Please, if anyone listening to this, watching it before I die, not even right now or 2 weeks from now, before I die, please let me drive your Aston Martin DB5. I don't care if it's on a closed fucking abandoned airstrip. I don't care where it is. It doesn't have to be on the road. I just want to drive one. Please let me drive your car. Actually, every car on this list I want to drive. Period. I want to drive every single one. I know I can't drive the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang Mobile or this Grease Lightning thing, but all the other ones I want to drive. Minus the Herbie Mobile up there. I don't care about that. Every other thing on this list I want to drive. Absolutely. Please, please. And Chris, the Wraith Mobile did not make the list, even though it should have. I'm going to look that up so everyone knows what we're talking about because we're probably confusing them. Wraith movie car. Images. All right, here's the Wraith movie car. Now this is it's a Dodge M4S prototype. They never built it, obviously. I'm not even sure how many prototypes they built. Obviously, they had to build more than one because the car was in the movie and it did drive. So there were obviously more than one. It's not a terribly bad looking vehicle. It was way, way, way before its time. Obviously, it's a concept car. Most concept cars are way before their time, or not feasible, or they just have glimpses of current, like upcoming technologies or design cues. Blah blah blah. But this is the car from the movie, the Wraith Mobile. Honestly, it probably should have made one of those lists, but it didn't. So it is what it is. That's gonna do it for both lists. I wish I had more to talk about, but that first list kind of pissed me off. It was 20 worst car movies, not movie cars. I don't care about the car per se. I like the movie, and I don't want them dogging it. All right, there you go. Well, they didn't dog it because it wasn't on the 20 worst car movies list, so it wasn't a bad movie. Apparently, I'm gonna have to check it out because I've not seen it. That's gonna do it for my lists for the week. Let me get this shit off the screen. Cancel. I almost closed me. Also, don't want to do that. Like I said, I was supposed to have a guest. George was supposed to come on. He flaked the fuck out again. And that's the last straw. I'm not asking him anymore. So I don't have a wheel talk question per se. Let me see what MSN has on there. And autos. News. Let me see if they have anything that could be turned into one. Let me see. All right, let me see what we got here. Well, Tesla's profits have increased like crazy, which is infuriating because he's already the richest person in the goddamn planet. Uh, let's see. New BRZ junk. All BMWs are going electric. Don't care because they're still ugly as shit. Car world is full of jobs they don't tell you about in high school. Duh. What the hell kind of noise was that? I don't know. Kind of weird. Oh, what are you doing, fool?
What's up, bitch?
I didn't know what the hell that noise was. It made some kind of weird like noise when you joined. I didn't know what the hell that was. What's up, yo?
Not much, man. Not much. I was watching the show on my phone. I was outside with the dog, and I was watching the show, and I got back in here, and you were talking about how George had flaked on you again. Well, shit, I was like, well, hell, I got admin rights. I can fucking just drop in whenever the hell I want. So
You sure did too.
yeah.
Nah, it's all cool.
So I figured I would.
Hey, anytime you want to come in, man. Anytime. I don't care.
Well, I know I'm welcome anytime, but the bad thing is like your show starts at 5, and either I'm literally just getting home, or depending on which route I take home, whether it's 31 or interstate or whatever. Like yesterday, there was a wreck on the interstate, basically in front of the old welcome center there for Saturn, and it took me 45 minutes to get through Neapolis from freaking Port Royal. So I didn't get home till almost 5:30. So that's the only bad thing. I'd probably come in a little more often, but a lot of times I'm either just getting home or I got shit to do when I get here. But
Yeah.
I've actually kind of got. I mean, I literally just came up with it off the top of my head, and I'm probably not even the best wheel talk question, but
Oh, wait. Before you ask.
Okay.
All right. So
I gotta do wheel talk, bro.
Yeah. You got one. So all right. So wheel talk, bro. All right. So for those of you that are new and listening in or viewing in, Wheel Talk is a little segment where we like to do. I'll ask my guest, who is my brother Chris, right now, just a random question. He'll answer it to the best of his ability. He'll do the same for me. Like I said, I don't have one because I just had no reason to come up with one. But apparently he has one. So hit me with it, bro.
Well, I know you're more of an F1 guy than a NASCAR guy. We haven't really been super huge NASCAR fans since Big E died, but you know that they've started doing dirt track races at Bristol, right?
Yes.
So, all right, this is kind of like a two-parter, I guess. What do you think about them doing the dirt races with the NASCAR cars? And if there was another track, obviously you're not going to make Talladega a dirt track, because it's 2.66 miles, and that would be a ridiculous amount of dirt, and God knows how long that would take. But what do you think about the dirt tracks with the NASCAR guys? And if there was another track on the circuit, which one would you pick?
Okay, I think it's pretty interesting that they went to dirt track, because a lot of the NASCAR guys started in some form of dirt track racing before they got into NASCAR.
Yeah.
So it's actually pretty interesting. I would rather them add more road racing.
Right. I know you prefer that more.
I would prefer that over dirt, but I don't hate dirt because it adds an extra element of skill, and the cars themselves aren't traditionally set up for dirt.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of adds that extra element of difficulty, and it just throws them a little bit of a curve.
Yeah.
So I like that. I actually do like it. I know they don't, because they're not used to it and all that bullshit. But if I had to pick one over the other, I would prefer them to add at least a couple more road races. But yeah, I like the dirt track thing. We'll see if it continues, if it becomes a trend. If I had to choose another track in the circuit to add dirt to, It would have to be another short track because, like you
Right.
said, Talladega is super crazy long. Probably Martinsville.
Martinsville, yeah.
I don't know all the tracks that they race at either. I just know that they have some short track racing, and I guess it could be Bristol or Martinsville.
Yeah, because they've done Bristol, right? That because they actually just it was just this last week.
Oh,
Right?
it was Bristol.
It was Bristol.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
So I
So
guess
Bristol's already there. So I would have to say Martinsville. That's the other short track that they have.
Yeah.
Um,
How
'cause
about
any?
how about this? How about this? They already do Bristol, right? What
Mhm.
if they decide to do Martinsville and have them go right?
Oh, there you go. There you go. Reverse that shit. That's a twist. All right. I'm on board with that too. Absolutely. I don't know if those cars turn right. That's hilarious. But yeah, that's actually a good twist.
What are they? And I don't know. I have no idea because, like I say, I really don't follow NASCAR much anymore. And I think this is only the second year they've even done the dirt tracks at Bristol. What kind of different setups do you think they have to do with those? Because obviously you don't want dirt getting into like the air cleaners and all that shit. I mean, how much modifications do you think they have to do to those?
Obviously they probably closed the grill up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Different tires for sure. All the wedge and all that technical jargon is probably much different in those conditions. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a racing engineer guy. I'm not a pit crew guy. I don't know. I'm sure the setups are drastically different. Obviously the tires, the suspension, the steering ratios are probably different because they're literally drifting.
Yeah.
So the setups are probably very drastically different.
Yeah. I would think they would have to be. And like I
Yeah.
said, I'm even less up to speed on all the technical stuff than you are. So I wouldn't even know. I would just think they would probably definitely need to keep all the dirt out of the engine and all that shit. And obviously, obviously they're not going to be. Of course, they wouldn't be using traditional slicks, would they? No, they couldn't.
No. They're definitely using treaded tires. Probably some pretty knobby tires. If I'm going to speculate, I didn't watch.
I haven't seen one either. I've only seen like bits and piece highlights.
Yeah.
And I saw something earlier today where they were talking about the last lap at the race this last weekend. Apparently Kyle Busch made a fucking last lap pass, and it was like the first one since like 2004 or some shit like that. I don't know. But apparently it's been a while since there's been a last lap pass at Bristol or something like that. And Kyle Busch was talking about how he felt like Dale Earnhardt or some shit like that. Kyle Busch needs to keep Dale Earnhardt's name out of his fucking mouth. But.
Yeah, you can't compare Dale Earnhardt and Kyle Busch. You can't even include them in the same sentence. So for him to even try to do that takes some giant balls.
Yeah, Kyle Busch is a bitch. So
he is a little bitch. But yeah, I would imagine the setups are pretty drastically different. Like I said, and like you said, I don't keep up with NASCAR. I've only been to literally one NASCAR race, and only reason was because it was included in the IndyCar race we went to last year at Indy. Yeah. So I'm not 100% sure, but driving on dirt, that's a whole new thing, and throwing in turning right. Yeah. I would love to see that.
I think that would be interesting to see if any of those guys even know how to drive one of those cars going right. I think that would be fucking sweet.
Well, they do. I mean, they race at Watkins Glen. They do have some road courses that they drive. I think it's 2 or 3. I want to say 2.
Yeah.
Per year. And Jeff Gordon fucking dominated those. Jimmy Johnson was really good at them too.
And I think if I remember right, I think Dale Earnhardt Jr. did okay. But the only thing that I didn't like about it was they always had those fucking Mercs that they hired. Some teams hired Mercs.
Oh yeah. Like Juan Pablo Montoya,
or like Boris said, and then
yeah.
So I mean, it's like if you don't have a guy that can do it full time, that's your damn problem. You know what I mean?
I 100% agree with bringing in outside talent from like IndyCar or even F1. You know, that's some bullshit. I agree with you, but you know, it is. You know, they did what they did, and it was what it was. I don't know that they do that anymore.
I have
Obviously it
no
could be
clue.
wrong, but
So what are so are they still racing at what is it, Watkins Glen and Sonoma, or is it
not Sonoma.
or is it Road America now? They do Road America?
It's not Road America. It's not Road Atlanta. I know they race at Watkins Glen, and I want to say Daytona.
Do they?
I
They
want to
should- they
say
should-
I want to say Daytona. They did Indy last year. They did the infield
yeah.
road course last year.
They need to put fucking NASCAR at like son of a bitch, I literally just went blank. Oh, Laguna Seca. They should let NASCAR go to Laguna Seca. They should let NASCAR go to God damn it.
While I agree with you 100%,
You'll never see it, but I mean
actually, they have announced that a NASCAR Camaro is going to race in Le Mans next year.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
They really, I mean, honestly, they really should. They really should do more road racing. I don't expect.
It's actually really interesting that they're even considering doing that, because Le Mans, it's a 24-hour race.
Mm-hmm.
It has those two very, very long straightaways. NASCARs are traditionally, they're fast, but they're not nimble. They're not light. I don't know what class they're going to race in. I don't know if they're going to have their own class.
Yeah.
It's just going to be interesting to see how they do and like who they get to drive them.
Mm-hmm.
How well they hold up, because like I said, it's a 24 hours. Those cars are constantly moving. They're constantly running. Yeah. NASCAR races, what, 3-4 hours at a time?
The longest one is the Coca-Cola 600. That's the longest one, and that's at Charlotte.
So that's 600 miles.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, how long is that track?
Charlotte, I have no idea.
Even if it's 2 miles, it's 300 laps. That's probably going to take at least 3 to 4 hours, but that's still not 24 fucking hours.
No. Yeah, I don't know. That would be interesting to see if one of those.
It is. It's gonna be interesting to see how well they perform.
Yeah, if one of those drivetrains holds up all day.
Yeah, because it goes back to when the Ford GT first tried to compete at Le Mans. It was a disaster. It was a complete disaster. That car was a death trap.
Yeah, and it's it's not like these NASCAR cars. Even the car of what is it? It's not even the car of tomorrow anymore. What is it? What is it? The next gen? Is that what they're calling it? The next gen car or whatever the fuck it is?
I don't.
They're calling it something stupid.
Yeah, I don't know.
But so I mean, it's not even like they've even been tested like the C8R or anything like that. They don't have. Hey, Danny. They don't even.
Hey, Danny. There's Dano.
Hey. So I mean,
are you going to get food?
Yeah.
All right.
So I mean, the NASCAR cars don't have nearly the testing that like the Corvettes and the Porsches have done. The Porsches and the Corvettes they're tried and true. They're track tested. They've got they know what they've got in those cars. Like you say, like the NASCAR cars, they go an afternoon once a week and that's it.
Well, yeah, I mean they do testing and they do practice and qualifying and all that bullshit.
Right, but under the prime conditions,
And like you said, NASCAR traditionally only goes left in a fucking circle.
Mm-hmm. I really wish NASCAR would do a little more road racing. I don't expect NASCAR to turn into Formula One. I don't expect that.
No.
But,
I mean, NASCAR is oval racing, but just to add a little bit of flavor, throw a couple more road races in there. That's what
exactly.
do. Exactly. There are so many prime tracks just in this country. You don't even have to go to Canada.
Yeah.
To get good road racing.
Yeah.
Go to the circuit of go to COTA in Texas. Go to Road Atlanta. Go to Road America. Like you said, Laguna Seca. There's a new track in the Ozarks that actually looks really, really cool.
There's
all you have to do. That's all you have to do. There are so many cool road racing tracks in this country that you could put NASCAR on.
Yeah, and you can't tell me now. Granted, NASCAR's actually lost a lot of their fan base. They really have, but you can't tell me that some of these tracks wouldn't bend over backwards trying to get one weekend out of the year. Because I mean, because you say, if there's a road course in Texas, you could even go deeper into the season. Same thing with Atlanta because they're further south, so you wouldn't have to worry about the cold weather like the tracks up north. So I mean, you could even have the Texas race be in November. I think one of the Atlanta races actually is, because I think I don't know the current schedule, so if anybody knows it, they'll have to. The Birmingham road course would be really cool. I didn't even know there was one in Birmingham.
Birmingham, actually, yeah, I
didn't even know that.
IndyCar goes down there somewhere in Alabama.
There you go. There's one you could have. You could have, if you want to add road courses, you could add them, especially Birmingham, Atlanta, the southern tier states. You could have them be later in the schedule, or I don't know. So I mean, there would definitely be a market.
Well, I mean, F1 comes to America. And they're an international racing series. They go to the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
There's your track right there for NASCAR. There's one of them anyway. Road Atlanta's a good one.
Hell, take NASCAR overseas. I don't give a shit.
I wouldn't care about that either. There are so many good international tracks that, I mean, it would be expensive to ship the cars around, but I mean, F1 does it. So
shit, let NASCAR go to Monte Carlo one time. Let them go.
That would be very interesting.
Let them go to Monte Carlo one time.
See those gigantic stock cars on Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would be.
Imagine them all stacking up in that hairpin turn. Imagine them all.
That would be interesting because that track is extremely. It's fast but technical. It's really, really hard to pass on.
Yeah, if anybody has ever played a Gran Turismo game at all, you know about Monte Carlo.
Monte Carlo is interesting. That's an interesting choice to bring up.
So I mean, just once, just to say you've fucking done it, just do it. I mean,
yeah, I'd watch it. Hell,
yeah, I'd watch it too. Because I mean, let NASCAR go to the ring once, just as a goof. I mean, I don't care, but I mean, that may be a little ambitious, I'll admit. But
I would be 13.2 miles is that's a lot. That's a lot of shifting. That's a lot of wrecks. Yeah,
that'd be ambitious, I'll admit. I tell you what, I've always wanted NASCAR to do, especially since if I can learn how to talk, they've put the restrictor plates on all these cars. I wish that there was like a 3 or 3.5 mile circle, not even an oval. I wish there was a goddamn circular track somewhere where they could just like let these motherfuckers, if they can do 250, let them. I wish there was a track somewhere that was literally nothing but speed. I would just get them out there and let them go, man.
The Volkswagen Proving Grounds it's not a circle, but has a 5 mile long straight.
There you go.
And it has 2 highly banked corners.
Yeah, there you go.
But it literally has James May from Top Gear. That's where he hit the top speed in the Bugatti Veyron.
Okay.
This 5 mile.
Speaking of which, it's just before I forget, because I've been meaning to tell you this. I don't mean to cut you off, but you brought it up and I forgot.
It's unimportant.
2 weekends ago, Angela and I actually saw a fucking Bugatti on Mac Hatcher Parkway in Franklin.
Yeah,
By the time I saw it, I didn't have time to get my phone out because we were going the opposite directions. But I want to say it was a Chiron because it was one of the black with the blue trim on it.
It could have been either one.
But I was
they painted both in that.
Yeah.
That
so I saw it coming before. By the time I realized what it was, I couldn't get my phone out because we were, Mac Hatcher was, 40, 45, 50. So I mean,
yeah.
We were like, whoa, shit. So I mean,
depending on where you're at, it's only two lanes too.
Well, no, we were on the part where it was divided.
Okay.
So we were a little bit closer to Cool Springs. So we were on the part I think it was right around the Liberty Road intersection. So,
Okay, yeah.
like I say, by the time I realized what it was, there was no way I was taking a picture. But I told Angela, I said, "There's $1 million car right there."
At least, yeah.
She went, "Really?" I went,
Right.
"Mm-hmm."
I've seen I've never seen
Tell you that.
never seen a Bugatti driving down the road, but
I never had either until then.
I saw a full carbon fiber Veyron at that dealership back there behind like Best Buy and shit in Franklin.
Yep.
Obviously it was someone's vehicle. It wasn't being sold at the dealership. It was someone's car, but it was full carbon fiber. It was insanely ridiculous. Never seen a Chiron in person though. But you know, it could have been either one. Yeah. They did
either, if it was a Veyron or a Chiron or whatever the hell it was impressive.
Well, obviously,
that was the first one I'd ever seen out in the wild. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I say, I'd want to tell you that. So back to that Volkswagen track.
Oh, that's cool. But James May, he took a Veyron Super Sport out on this thing that Volkswagen has in Germany, and how it works is you put the Veyron in high and top speed mode with this special key, and it lowers and the spoiler goes down, whatever. And he started off, going around up on the bank, and then coming up to this 5 mile straight, he had to be at a certain speed at the end of the bank, and then come at the end of the bank, you put your fucking foot into the floor. And literally, you could see the curvature of the earth looking down this 5 mile stretch.
Oh, that's that track?
That's that track.
That's the one?
That's the one.
I can't remember how long ago it was, but I was talking to somebody about that, and I couldn't, because I remember you telling me about that track before. Well, there was a track somewhere where you could see the curvature of the earth, and that's it. For the fucking world.
It's Volkswagen's test track, proving grounds, whatever the hell it is.
Okay, and it's obviously over in Germany, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because I was
literally 5 miles straight.
Yeah. I couldn't remember for the life of me where that track was. And actually, there's another thing speaking of Chirons, I actually meant to bring this up to you too. I meant to text you about it when I first saw it. Did you see the story about how Bugatti put out a 1-car recall for the latest Chiron to have one bolt tightened? Did you see that?
I did not, but it doesn't surprise me at all.
I don't know how the hell they realized that they missed one bolt on one car, but they put out a 1-car recall just to have that bolt tightened. I can't even remember where the bolt was on the car. I don't know if it was suspension or body or what. I just remembered reading about it, and I was like, I got to tell Bob this, and I completely forgot.
Something had to happen during some kind of maintenance. I would imagine that like a technician noticed something was loose, or because I can't imagine them monitoring a bolt that closely. I could be completely wrong. Bugatti's on a different level than $70,000 General Motors. But
and I also saw that story you posted the other day about the bolts on the Pagani.
Oh my God, that was insane. Just the bolts are worth more than a fucking Porsche GT3. It's insane. but they're all made of fucking some kind of crazy grade titanium. So yeah, I mean it makes sense. It makes sense.
Each bolt was $80 or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
It was
the whole kit, just bolts, was worth more than a GT3 Porsche. That's insane.
Yeah. I'd hate to strip one of those out with one of the torque guns coming down the line.
Oh, good Lord. No, they don't. No, they don't. They probably don't do that. Those are $1 million plus cars. Those are 100% hand built.
Yeah. Because now granted, this is like apples and oranges, but at the same time, put that into perspective compared to like the boxes of bolts that we were using on the line at GM.
Oh, I don't even want to compare.
It's not even close. But I mean, just you're talking about, of course, the sheer amount of bolts isn't even comparable. Because like you say, you've got cars that are being built by hand, and you've got cars that are being built 335 per shift. So I mean, you're talking about 1,000 cars per day coming down the line, compared to what, maybe 2 a day by hand. So, it's
Probably, yeah,
it's not even
probably.
close. It's not
I
even
mean,
close.
those bolts are literally wrapped in styrofoam, separated probably an inch apart,
Mm-hmm.
and handled probably with special gloves and all
Probably.
this other fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't even want to speculate. It's Italian. They take care of their shit. They know how to build stuff. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bonkers. But yeah, when I read
and
when I read
Pagani,
it, I was like, holy shit.
Pagani takes it to a whole new level of automotive art. I mean, they're not the fastest cars. They're not world record breaking vehicles, but the attention to detail,
They're beautiful cars,
the craftsmanship, the materials, titanium for bolts, for fuck's sake. I mean, they just take it to a whole different level.
Yeah.
A lot of their like interior stuff it's out of this world on a different level. It's insane. So I don't know, but yeah,
I've never seen a Pagani up close. I'd love to see one of those, just so I could be able to just like stick my head inside and be like, hey, let me poke around in here for a minute.
I've never seen one in person either.
Like sniff the cockpit and like, that's good.
I've never seen one in person either. Driving on the road, the most expensive car I've seen was a Porsche 918 Spider. Yeah. That was in Franklin, and it was just driving up the road, getting on 65 like any other piece of shit Toyota Prius. There was nothing special. And then I obviously saw that Bugatti Veyron, all fucking carbon fiber, just sitting at the dealership.
Yeah.
So obviously that's the most expensive car I've seen in person. But
yeah, that Bugatti on the road, that Bugatti out driving around, that definitely tops my list. I've never seen a 7-figure car before until then. So
yeah, same. I mean, I know that some during the summer, I know that there's been a LaFerrari at Cars and Coffee.
Whoa.
I want to say there's been a Pagani at Cars and Coffee, but I could be wrong. But I want to say I'm not wrong. Speaking of Cars and Coffee, they have a new venue. They have not announced it yet.
Oh, okay.
So they're moving away from the movie theater, but I don't know where yet.
Oh, okay. All right. That's the only thing that sucks about those is I can't go because they're right smack dab in the middle of my show on Saturdays.
Right. That does suck.
Yeah, because I'd like to go to one, but literally right in the middle of when going on. So.
Well, we're going to the Good Guys car show coming up soon. It's not at Nissan Stadium anymore. It's at the fairgrounds now.
Oh, okay.
So I don't remember exactly when it is. I think it's next month, but
probably. I think it's traditionally in May. Yeah.
I want to say it's next month. So if you guys want to go, me and Danny are going. The boys are going.
I'll see if shit, Seth will probably want to go. I'll ask him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I know that there are a couple of things in Bowling Green coming up. I'm gonna go to. There's like a C10 truck fest, whatever thing. I'm going to that. It's next week, or actually, I think it's this weekend. What's today's date? 20th. Yeah, it's this weekend. That's going on, and then LS Fest is coming up in Bowling Green. I want to say pretty soon. I'm going to that because I have an LS now.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna go to that. So I mean, anything you guys want to go to, I'm always down for any kind of car show. Obviously.
Well, I think Seth is too, but
yeah.
Thing that sucks is like Saturdays are hard because, like I say, our show ends and it's usually like 1:00 in the afternoon before we're done broadcasting. So if we go into Bowling Green, you're talking about 3:00 or later. So.
Well, I mean, with Cars and Coffee on Saturday, if you guys want to go when it's warm. If you want to get up a little bit early, because people get out there at like 7 a.m.
Ugh.
Like, people are insane with that shit. They get out there super early.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to hit up Cars and Coffee like 8 to like maybe 10,
Well,
the majority of the people that go are already there.
Yeah, and 10 o'clock's when the show starts. So.
Oh, I thought you guys started at 11.
No.
All right, never mind then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's been a few I've wanted to go to, but they're on Saturdays, pretty much right smack right in the middle of when we're doing our show. So.
Well, I'll go ahead and suggest something. If you guys want to take 1 week off,
Oh, how dare you?
go the weekend of July 4th. Go that Saturday.
Oh, that is when you said that was the big one.
That is the Cars and Coffee to go to. That's when you're going to see the LaFerraris. That's when you're going to see all the crazy Lamborghinis and probably a Bugatti, maybe. Because there are Bugattis in Franklin. There's crazy money in Williamson County.
Yeah, saw one.
Go the weekend of July 4th.
Yeah, we'll have to see what's going on.
Yeah, that's my suggestion. If that's the only one that you ever go to, that's the one. That is the one. So, we're off that week. Mom and Dad want me to come up for the week, but I don't know. We'll see. I won't go for the whole week, obviously. But
yeah, I think we're potentially looking at going down to Louisiana to sell fireworks too. So I don't know. There's like a couple irons in the fire. I don't know which one we're gonna be, which way we're gonna be doing. There's a Facebook user saying hi. Let me see if I can find out who that is. Hang on a second.
Who are you, Facebook user? I know you're listening. You just commented. So who are you?
See it in the chat. Hang on. Oh, it's Aunt Amy.
Oh, hey Amy.
Hey Amy.
That's our aunt from Hawaii. Well,
Yeah.
lives in Hawaii. She's not from Hawaii, but yeah. Hello, Amy.
Yeah, sorry about that, Amy. We actually had to go in. I actually had to go into the chat on my phone because in the chat room right here, off to the right-hand side of the screen and everything, it just has people listed as Facebook user. It doesn't have anybody with name. So sorry.
Unless you allow access to who you are, it just says Facebook user. It's kind of annoying, but
yeah.
Hello.
So hello there.
kind of the tail end, but yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
no worries. I don't have anything else. I mean, we've been ranting, and I'm okay with that. But I don't have literally anything else to talk about. I'm trying to think. Mary Barra was in town today.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, she was down here. I don't exactly even know why, because we had the official launch for the Lyric about 3-4 weeks ago. She wasn't here for that.
That seems strange.
But yeah, she was here today. I did actually see her physically in person.
Did you flip her off now?
So that was kind of interesting. I don't really know why she was down here now, but yeah, that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
She looks very unassuming
for a billionaire.
Yeah, very unassuming. Not someone I would think makes like $22 million a day. No, she doesn't, obviously, but I mean, she's worth a lot of money, and I don't know. She just looked like a regular woman. Very unassuming. If I was just a Joe Schmo, and she was walking past me on the street, I wouldn't know who she was. I really wouldn't. She's just a very unassuming woman. I don't know. It was cool to see her in person, in the plant, taking interest in her product, obviously. Yeah. But just very unassuming.
So I mean, let's see. It's only April. So you guys aren't working on 23s yet.
Actually, that's the Lyric. The Lyric is 20.
No, I'm not talking about that. So you guys aren't doing any other 23s like Cadillacs.
Oh, no.
That. So trying to actually figure out why the hell she would have been here if she wasn't here for the actual official launch of the damn thing. Well, you guys aren't doing. I was about to say I saw something about the Celestiq, but you guys aren't doing that in that plant.
No. The Celestiq's a car, and
right. That's what I'm saying.
Probably
I'm just figure it out.
That's probably going to be built in Michigan.
Yeah.
So I want to say,
what platform would it be on? They wouldn't be building a Grand River, would they?
Celestique is a bigger vehicle.
So no, probably not at Grand River then.
I'm not 100% sure, actually. I don't know where they were. I don't know the exact location where they're doing the CT4 and the CT5. I don't know. I don't have any idea where that's going to be built, but I'm very much looking forward to it. It's a beautiful vehicle.
I guess maybe she just came down for shits and giggles.
I don't know. Like the area manager and some of the other people that normally don't do shit came out to the floor and presented something to her. So I don't know. I don't have any fucking clue.
Weird.
I don't have any idea, but I mean, she came down when the lyric was first announced to us, not to the public.
Yeah.
And she talked to all of us, and I didn't really get a chance to really see her. She was like 20 feet away from me today.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was kind of cool.
So then was she actually walking up and down the lines while the cars were running?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
So I was just wondering how you where in the plant you saw her.
Yeah, I mean, I was in between the engine line and chassis 5. I don't know why
Okay.
I don't know why they chose that area to set up, but like I said, a bunch of fucking whoever's that literally do nothing most of the day came out, and Chris White, the area manager, and I think some launch team engineers were talking to her about whatever the hell they were talking about. And she was front and center, yes, that's good, and doing that thing, and then 10 minutes later she was gone. So
then were they hanging out back by GA3?
I think that's probably where she came into the building.
Oh, okay.
I don't really know. Like I said, that's the extent of my witnessing her being there. She was literally there for like 10-15 minutes and then gone, like disappeared.
Okay, I got you.
I was talking to a guy on my team. I was like, she probably flew in on her private jet. They probably landed on the roof of the building. She came in for 10 to 15 minutes, listened to this bullshit, and then flew right the fuck back out. And now she's in her penthouse fucking office drinking her frou-frou ass drink and making millions of dollars.
Yeah. Hell, if anything, she probably just landed on Stephen P. Jokic and just parked there.
Yeah. And then she probably spit on my car.
Why? It's GM.
Probably not, but whatever.
I figure she would have spit on
Chevy,
anybody.
so she.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she probably wouldn't spit on a Chevy.
Because there's plenty of non-GM fucking vehicles in that parking lot. So
Jesus Christ, you're not kidding. It's annoying. Ugh. All right. So off on a little bit of a tangent. Me and a guy that I used to work with, he transferred down here from Fort Wayne. And when I first started at GM, I considered moving or transferring to Fort Wayne.
I remember that, yeah.
Just throw it around, whatever. And I told him that. And he hadn't been back to Fort Wayne to visit the people he used to work with. So we went to Fort Wayne, me and him. And at the plant, we went on property. We didn't go in, obviously, but we went on site. And even before you even turn onto the property, there's this giant sign on the fence that says, if you don't drive a UAW-built vehicle, follow these signs. This is your designated parking area. If you don't park in this designated area, you will be towed.
No shit.
And the union hall, you can't park a non-union vehicle on their property.
Interesting.
You can't do it. They have designated parking for non-union vehicles if you're going to the union hall.
Yeah.
And it's like across a 4-lane street. And
they make it difficult, I'm sure.
And cross at your own peril is pretty much what they say. It's awesome. It's awesome. I wish they did that here. I really do.
Shit, would I be able to drive my truck on that property?
Yeah, you drive a Dodge.
Would I? Okay,
Yeah.
I don't keep track of what Dodge is up to.
Yeah, Dodge is.
I wouldn't have even bought a Dodge if I could have afforded the GM because
Dodge is. GM, Ford, Dodge, they're all union.
that's what I thought, but I wasn't 100% sure. Like I say, I don't really keep up with because I didn't buy the Dodge new. I bought it from a guy, so it's not like I bought it from a dealership.
No. Yeah, they've all been union for.
I do
years.
I do kind of like that. Though.
Decades.
I do kind of like that though.
Yeah, they're all union shit. Yeah.
Because I mean,
Amazon in, I think New York is now union.
I don't know that they've put that into action yet. I do know that they voted it in, but I think they're trying to go. Don't quote me on this. Anybody who's heard about it, I'm wanting to say I've heard something where Amazon's trying to go to the New York Supreme Court and try to get that nullified or some shit.
That doesn't surprise me.
You know, they're going to kick and scream. Of course they are, but I think they're trying to. And I can't even remember what the grounds were for them trying to, other than the fact that they don't want a union in there, but they have to have some sort of better grounds. And we don't want to, you know, so I mean,
right.
Especially since the vote was held and the vote was for the union. I'm wanting to say there was some other, I can't remember what the official stance was, but so I don't think that plant in New York is union yet.
Well, and hasn't been ratified yet.
Right. And
I voted for it, but yeah.
And I'm still wanting to say that the one in Alabama is going to have another vote. I think
probably.
I'm wanting to say they're working on it.
I know that some of the Starbucks are trying to become unionized too.
Well, some of them have voted for it. I seem to think that I'm wanting to say that I heard of a Starbucks, and it may have been in Texas. Maybe even been in Houston, and I could be completely wrong. But I'm wanting to say that there was one Starbucks that I think held a vote and didn't get enough votes to get the union in, and then they fucking fired everybody.
I saw something about that. Yeah.
So,
well, every one of those fucking fired people need to sue the shit out of that place.
I'm wanting to say that was actually the crux of the story, that they were doing that because you know they voted on it, and I don't know what the vote was, yay or nay. It wasn't enough to get the union in, and then like they shit canned the whole store, which I think is bullshit.
It is. It's total garbage. It's
to be more specific, it's chicken shit, really.
Well, yeah.
You know,
they want drones in there to fucking do whatever the hell they want them to do and not question anything.
Yeah, and pay them $11 instead of like
15,
and
pay them garbage.
Yeah, so
even though they charge $9 for a cup of coffee, it's fucking ridiculous.
Well, they've been doing right by Kayla as far as I know. So I mean, you know, so.
Well, according to her, when she first moved to the one in Franklin, the one down here didn't.
Well, that's what I mean, because she transferred stores, so she seems to, because she was over at the house not too long ago, and she was saying that of course, the Franklin store is busier. I mean, that's just
obviously
that's just going to happen just by default. But so she said, I think she said it's going better since she moved to that store. So
that's good. I need to get up there and hang out with her.
Yeah, so
I haven't seen her since she first went to that store.
So yeah, she's been up there for a little bit. So yeah. So
all right. Well,
I don't know if I've got anything else car wise. Seth got his car back. So
which one?
Seth, his Infinity. He got his car back. So
he's got a G35 now.
He's got a G35. Yes.
He got sedan.
He got no coupe.
Oh, it's a coupe.
Yeah, he's got a coupe. So
all right.
So he got his car back. So
is it gonna last now?
I hope so. Keeping my
Jesus
fingers
Christ, that dude has the worst luck with vehicles.
Yeah, keeping my fingers crossed. So we'll see.
All right. Well, that's good.
Are you trying to hit 2 hours? Is that what you're trying to do?
No. I mean, we're just fucking off, right? We're just fucking. I was done like 20 minutes ago. We're just fucking off. I don't go for any kind of time. I talk what I want to talk about, and if I run off on a rant, I run off on a rant. If I don't, I don't. Like 2 weeks ago, I ran 45 minutes. Last week, I ran an hour 20.
Yeah. Here's another. This isn't a wheel talk question, but I mean, just to kind of keep the conversation going. Did you see that they the next Fast and Furious movie? They're calling it Fast and Furious X.
Honestly, it doesn't surprise me. It makes sense. I mean, 10 X. Okay, fine.
Yeah. We were talking about the Fast series at work today. We had a little bit of downtime while we were waiting on a couple of trucks to come in. So, I mean, we weren't sitting around doing nothing, But anyway,
okay. So,
but we were sitting around talking about the franchise as a whole. And one of my coworkers was like, "They need to go to space." And one of my other coworkers were like, "They did it
already did that."
He's like, "They did that," and he did that. He said they did that shit in the last movie, and they put duct tape on the cars. And all I could do was shake my because I haven't seen at least the last 4 because I don't give personally. I don't give a fuck.
Wow,
that shit's run its course as far as
you're way behind.
I am way behind.
Okay, all right.
But he said one of my coworkers was like, they went to space in the last movie and they put duct tape on the cars, and all I could do was shake my head. And I said, if they want to go to space, I said they need to just have a rocket chase and get it over with.
Okay, so he's right. He's right. They did go to space. It was very rudimentary, like 100% unrealistic, obviously.
Yeah.
My whole opinion on the Fast series. Paul Walker died during the 7th movie. They're on 9.
About to
coming up to 10, obviously. They had to finish the movie with his twin brother.
I remember that.
They should have fucking called it at that point.
That's
Because
what,
that whole series was based on his character.
Him and Dominic for sure.
It was not Dominic was a main part of it, but the whole series was based on Brian's character.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one in that movie. Dom was, like the antagonist.
Right.
They have to have a protagonist and an antagonist. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
And those two characters, for the majority of the series, were those two roles.
Mm-hmm.
After 7, once he died, and they had to resort to using his twin brother, they should have completely wrote off that fucking whole series.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they're milking it for every single thing that it's worth.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Number 9 was the cheesiest, absolute, most unrealistic, most retarded fucking thing I've ever seen. Like it was so just. It was like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon with cars.
I gotcha. Yeah,
that's the best way I can describe it.
Like everything was being done with wires.
Not even wires. It was all CG and just explosions and cars flying over cliffs that physically is impossible, and like driving over bridges as it's falling, like rope bridges as it's fucking falling, but they're still driving on it.
Oh, okay.
Like, are you out of your mind?
Yeah. Like I knew they were getting stupid. This tells you anything. This is the last one I remember seeing, and I don't even remember what number it is. The last one I remember seeing was the one where I can't even remember who was driving the vehicle, but they had a fucking bank vault chain behind them, and they were driving through the city, and this bank vault was swinging back and forth, knocking the shit out of the other cars on the road. That was the last one I remember seeing. Was that 6? 6?
I think that's 6.
6? Okay. So that's the last one I remember seeing, and I don't even think I saw that one all the way through.
Yeah, that's number 6. That one wasn't even the worst one. I think 5 was probably the worst one. I don't know. I mean, they were still semi, and I use that word extremely lightly, semi-realistic. They didn't use a lot of CG. They weren't jumping vehicles from building to building and all this other fucking nonsense. But I don't know. They were just they've progressed over time. They've just gotten more and more ridiculous. They've gotten away from the original point of the movies.
Yeah. So like at some point the suspension of disbelief went out the window, huh?
Oh God! Like, God, oh my God!
Because what wasn't there one of them where they jumped a car from one building of the Burj Khalifa to the other?
Yeah.
What movie?
Yeah.
Which one was that?
That was 7.
7? Okay, yeah, I didn't see
Yeah,
that. I remember
they jumped a $3 million Lycan Hypersport from one fucking high-rise tower to another in Dubai, of all fucking places.
Yeah,
Nope.
I think I remember seeing that in the previews, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one.
That was so stupid, like ridiculous.
Hang on,
and
hang
on top of it, I'm sorry. Okay. I know Vin Diesel has always been in really good shape, and he's probably a strong dude. You can't fucking lift a car off the ground and hold it for a dude to get something out from underneath it and then very like gingerly put it back on the fucking ground. I'm sorry, you just can't do it. Even like world's strongest men dudes can't do that shit. They have to have like cars that aren't fully loaded with interior and motor, mid-engine motor, by the way, and they're not just gonna get underneath the bumper and pick the fucking car up. Sorry, not realistic, impossible, not happening. My friends ain't gonna do it. No. They have to have a special apparatus. Like they're legit deadlifting the car with a fucking bar that's like 3 feet away from the car, and it's not loaded with the motor, interior, blah blah blah. They're still lifting a bunch of weight, but you get what I'm talking about, all right? It's just unrealistic. It's stupid. It's unbelievable. And just stop, Fast and Furious directors. Go back to grassroots. Go back to where you started. You know, Dom at the end of, I want to say, the 7th movie, he wanted to go back to California. He wanted to go back to where he came from. Go back to grassroots. What do you have to do? Go back to where you came from. Remember where you came from. All you gotta do. It's just these fucking movies have gotten so outlandishly unrealistic.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know why. I don't know why they have to go so over the top, but I'm kind of, it wasn't because you talked about 7, the very, very end of the movie. Isn't that the one where they kind of like pulled up next to each other?
Yep.
And then they kind of like, they both went their separate ways.
Yeah, that was
the end of 7.
That was the end of 7, and
that probably would have been the best place to be like, all right, that's it. That's a wrap. Right?
That would have been the perfect ending to that franchise. It would have, yeah, it would have.
Some of these franchises, they just don't know when to let go. And like you said, they're trying to milk it for every cent they can get. But I mean, at some point, obviously people still go watch them, or else if people didn't go watch them, they wouldn't make them. And we know that. And but at the same time, and I know that's the point. I mean, it's a business and I get it, but at some point you're doing the franchise a disservice, and you're tarnishing the legacy of what you're trying to build.
That's where I was going. That's the whole point. Milking a franchise for all it's worth is not necessarily a good thing.
Right.
Because like you just said, you're tainting something that was intended to be really, really, really good. And it started off really, really good.
Yeah.
The original Fast and Furious, although some parts of it were far-fetched, the first quarter-mile drag race that they showed in the movie took 10 minutes.
Right. Right.
So it wasn't 100% accurate, but it was still mostly believable.
Yeah.
They did that for theatrical effect, and I understand that. I 100% get that.
Right, but there's taking dramatic license, and there's just being silly.
Right. That's why I described it as Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon with fucking cars. Yeah. The number 9 movie. And I can only imagine 10 being even more outlandish with what they're going with.
Yeah.
You know, in 9, when they went out to space, they used a fucking Fiero to go to space.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, a Fiero. Let that sink into your brain, people. A Fiero.
Yeah.
Ludacris and Tyrese were in a Fiero in space.
All right.
Yeah, let that sink into your brain. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna call it. I'm over this shit. Thanks for coming on. This is
Yeah, man, no problem.
It was fun as shit.
Yeah,
You made it comical, and dude, literally anytime you want to come on, just come in. I don't care.
Oh yeah, hell, I don't even.
Yeah.
You don't even have to give me permission.
No, absolutely not. I don't care. You want to come in, come in.
Once
I know the sound went now, and it just come on in. I know George isn't fucking coming in because he's a flaky bastard, but
I mean the worst you can do. The worst you can do is when I come in the studio is you can kick me out, but I can come right back in anyways.
That's true. I can just I don't even have to add you to the thing either.
Yeah, I
still have to add you to it, but
yeah.
I've got 2 episodes for the next 2 weeks already.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm not gonna say what they are. I found them by accident while on MSN Autos.
Oh, there you go.
I think they're actually gonna be pretty interesting. So yeah, we'll get into those in the next couple of weeks. Actually, next week's gonna be interesting because I'm moving into my new apartment.
Oh, there you go.
On Wednesday.
Oh. Do you have your internet appointment set up yet?
Internet will be set up. I may have to do the episode a little bit later. I'm gonna have everything like semi ready to go. I'm gonna be in the apartment. I'm only gonna be sleeping there. Obviously, I'm gonna move things in periodically through the next few days, but I will be in the apartment on Wednesday. I do plan on doing the podcast on Wednesday. It may be a little bit later, but I'm hopefully going to be set up for the podcast. Like I said, I do have 2 good topics for the next 2 weeks.
Cool.
So if you want to come in, by all means, I'm not going to argue. You know,
like I say, it all depend on when I get home. So
yeah,
I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, no worries at all.
Because I mean, like today's episode, I was in traffic on Bear Creek Pike when the show started. So I saw the little notification come across on my phone. So, you know, while I was sitting, I wasn't driving and texting. So everybody settled down. So when I was at a red light,
Screw you.
Well, I mean,
not you.
Right. I know. I mean, I don't like that either. So I only look at my phone when I'm not moving. So for anybody out there freaking out, you can relax. So I looked down and I saw the notification came across. So at the next red light, I kind of hit the thing. And, you know, so I listened to the start of the show, you know, in my truck on the way home. So, and then like I say, I had some stuff I had to do when I first got here. So
that's all good.
I was chiming in the chat before I, you know, sat down and hopped in. So.
Yeah. No, it's all good. I like I said, I've got what I think are 2 decent topics, you know, for the next couple of weeks. So we'll do one of those next week. I'll be in the apartment. So yeah, it'll be a little bit interesting. I'll be in an empty apartment, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be my space. So it's cool.
Yeah, there you
go. That's going to do it for this week though. We're over 2 hours, which is fine. I don't give a shit.
Hell,
Jason, it's fun. It's fun. We banter. Yeah. We bring up random ass shit. It's hard for me. It's hard for me by myself to talk for
2 straight hours,
an hour plus, even an hour plus. It's just difficult to come up with enough stuff to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the. I
don't want to bore people.
Right.
So yeah, having someone else to kind of just bounce off ideas, bounce ideas off of, banter, and just get off on tangents. I don't even care.
Yeah.
It helps. So
yeah, it does.
My friend, thank you.
No problem.
For those of you listening, t-shirts and hats are still available. T-shirts 20, hats 25. You buy both. I'll give you both for 40. I don't care. Shoot me a message on Facebook, YouTube, follow, Facebook group, join. Don't. It's all fun. It's all laid back. Nothing is taken seriously. I'm not a professional. I'm not an expert. It's all just for fun. That's the whole point of this podcast. It's all for fun.
There is a lot of fun. There is a lot of funny stuff that gets posted.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all very like just super laid back. It's interactive. We all comment. We all post. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Post what you want. It doesn't matter. No one in the group is uptight. No one's gonna get offended. Screw that shit. It's all just fun.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Whit and his taste in cars sometimes, but
sometimes. But Whit, we love you. It's all good. No worries, bro. No worries at all.
Yeah, I'm just breaking balls, Whit. You're good.
Yeah, breaking balls is what we do. It's fine. Chris, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right, let me get back to this. All right, everybody have fun.